St. Louis dropping, popping, popping, popping.
Black bodies on the line. Let the creator elevate your mind.
New hits like this, like this.
Like 3, you're out, no mistake. That's the way the pitch break. My old man, sleeping in his
The Redemption Song by the
sometimes grumbling and complaining, but always keeping on. A garden of fragrant flowers. Then you, woman, child,
Last poet, you know it.
flowering garden of my heart, and my heart open to you.
Pick it up at your local neighborhood stores.
Flowing out.
Amber Bookstore LLC is your place to go for one-stop shopping for books regarding African Americans, Africans, and Black people. Get your books, history books, nonfiction books, novels, children's books, all types of books in regards to the diaspora from Amber Bookstore LLC.
Blessings to you all. Today I want to say that my God has gave me the strength, the courage, and the thought to do something different today. Today I decided to change the concept of vicious minds. Yes, I said it. I decided to change the concept of vicious minds. You know, what it once meant before, no longer today. You know, today it stands, and for the future it stands for so much more. Today I want to say that the concept is now to attack the thoughts that enter the mind. What the enemy meant for evil, God will use for good. I said, what the enemy may have meant for evil, the God will use for good. In order to bring it about as it is this day, to save many people alive, we must build and we must help one another break through and conquer that vicious mind. So I say, join the Vicious Minds family. Let's help each other break through. Let's help each other do all the things that it is that we need to do. You know, let's conquer that vicious mind. That's the new concept. Peace and blessings.
Welcome to another episode of a News You Can Use podcast. My name is Frenchier, and I am so grateful that you have tuned in to another episode of our podcast. We have an awesome business spotlight on the line today. We have Tanayah Thomas.
Thank you for having me. Truly appreciate being here.
Yes. Hello, my name is Tanayah. I'm a 20-year-old entrepreneur, voicing and showing my people that anything is possible. We just have to have faith and put the work in. Tanayah, welcome to the podcast. Tell us more about yourself. Tell us about, who you are, where you're from, where you living now, and give us some background about yourself.
Got you. So my name is Tanayah. I'm 20 years old. I'm from New York, Staten Island, New York, to be exact. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the oldest of 4. You know, it's always been in me to want to go after, success and being able to just show my siblings that anything is possible. So, I created my brand when I was 17, going on 18. And the concept is that, like, although it is a dog-eat-dog world, people do what they got to do to make it in life. And that should be our goal, just to strive for greatness and put that work in and have that faith in God and know that all is possible, and just be unique in your own way as well. I like to be unique and different. So I incorporated that inside my business. So like with my brand, when you purchase something, you'll always be one of a few or the only person wearing something. Because I like to be different. I like to stand out. So I want my people to feel the same way and do the same thing. Also, it's more than a brand, it's a family. Like once you purchase something, you could be in photo shoots, fashion shows. I'm just all for uplifting and supporting my people. That's all.
Yes. So tell us more about your brand's Vicious Minds, right?
Yes. So
Tell us more
Vicious Minds is going on 3 years on February 8th. That's this February 8th coming. I'm doing a big pop. Thank you. I'm doing a big pop-up shop February 6th to bring in that 3 year. And I could say within this 3 years, it's been a great blessing because like since I started, like from the beginning, I knew that was gonna be something like in the beginning, I was told like don't do it, you know, like why you want to do that? It's not gonna work out. But I ignored that. I actually allowed that to push me to do it. So I just kept putting out work and kept having faith in God and just knowing that He got me. And then I just saw things prospering quick. So within the 3 years, I did pop-up shops. So far, like Tracks NYC, that's a diamond district in the city. I've done my own pop-up shops in different states and different boroughs, such as Staten Island, Brooklyn, um, Denver, Atlanta. I just came from Texas, so I travel around, promote myself. I'm just hungry for success, and I've done fashion shows from my high school that I graduated from, Curtis High School. They gave me the opportunity to do a fashion show. They have a pop-up shop there. It's just a blessing to have people believe in me. So I'm just going. My goal and my mission for my brand is just to show people that it don't matter how old you are. It don't matter if it's just you or like it don't matter about nothing. You could get the job done. You feel me? You just gotta believe in yourself. You gotta say, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna work out for me and then it's gonna happen.
That's right. That's the truth there.
Yeah.
That is the truth there. What was the inspiration for starting your business?
So this was started, all right, so I've always been into fashion, but my family have a clothing brand and it's called Up Late, Up Early, meaning, you grinding, like you're not sleeping, you just resting, but you're on the grind. So I was able to bring that from one borough to the next, having everybody in my school rocking it and stuff like that. And that just pushed me. I've always been a people's person too, so it just pushed me, that motivated me to do that, to start my own business.
That's very
Hello?
nice.
Yeah,
I'm still here. I'm sorry.
no problem. Yeah,
Very nice. That's beautiful.
thank you.
We'll be right back. Let's hear what the sponsors have to say.
Okay.
Do you want to bring balance to all the wireless radiation fields in your life, including 5G? The Omnia Radiation Balancer is a small sticker you can stick on any device. It changes the state of the field and creates a new resonance between the wireless radiation and your energy field. On the link below, you'll see all our testing results that show how the body responds excellently once you've made this change in your life. Plus, you can enter the discount code BBE in capital letters for a 10% discount. It's easy to bring balance back to your body with the Omnia Radiation Balancer.
Okay.
Welcome back to the episode. We have our business spotlight, Tanayah Thomas of VyciousMinds, and we are so grateful to have her. Our next segment, we'll discuss get into more about yourself. I'll ask you questions from the Black Influencers Value interview series that I started a while ago, just to get into leaders' heads and find out their inspirations and motivations. So, describe yourself in 3 words.
Describing myself in 3 words would be understanding, outgoing, and hungry, and humble too. That's 4. I'm hungry and humble. I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm determined, yes. I want to say.
Yes.
And when I say understand, yeah. When I say understanding, I say, because like I said, I'm a people's person, so people always tend to come to me for words of wisdom, or just for comfort and stuff like that. And I feel like that's one of the gifts that I have, to motivate and uplift my people and just give them that word that they need at that moment. Because I also do motivational / uplifting, videos too for my people.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What was that fleeting moment in your life that catapulted you to your present self, but certainly could have really gone the other way?
I want to say, like, just like, growing up and seeing things, and what keeps me on this path is that I'm the oldest of 4, and I want to be that generational curse breaker. I want to, break the generation of curses that's been happening in my family. I just want to have a different life, show myself a different life, and be able to give back to my community, and just put out there that there's no limit to anything. That's what keeps me, like, being who I am today. Because I could have saw things that happened in my community and stuff like that, and was like, no, there's no way out for us. I might as well be like them or whatever. But nah, I allow that to push me, to differentiate me from, people that think there is no way out. So that's what brings me to who I am. I will be that generational curse breaker in my family. I have to be.
Yeah, girl.
And hearing people tell me, like, that they look up to me or that they're proud of me, that's also what keeps me going, because sometimes we as people, we may feel like sometimes, like, is this worth it, or should I give up and stuff like that? But,
right.
Sometimes when people just keep pouring their positivity into me and telling me how much importance I hold, that just keeps me going. Like, I can't let them down, and I can't let myself down.
That's right. That encouragement is really needed.
Yes, it really is.
What are your morning?
Sometimes.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No,
so
go
you
ahead.
got me ready to spit.
My bad. Go ahead. What were you gonna say? Sometimes.
No problem. Like, when we think, or sometimes, to take us off that good path. So, God sent His people and messages, and through others, and just tell us, like, nah, I'm proud of you for that, or don't give up and stuff like that. And that's what really keeps us going. That brings us back to the track that we need to be on.
That's true. What are your morning and nightly rituals?
Now it is to pray every morning and every night. I give all glory to God. That's the honest answer I could say now. Before, if you asked me this, I would say, honestly, I would just probably say, like, probably still doing things on my phone to, like, right, like, thinking of ideas for my business and stuff like that, but just mainly, like, on my phone and stuff like that before I go to bed,
Yeah.
But this time is different. So, and we need that too. We need that. Yeah. That's what gives us strength to get through our days and to end our days off.
Yes. Yes, I feel that. Who should I interview next?
Who should you interview next? You should interview my friend next, my sister. Her name is Vina. I can give you her Instagram, and she actually say that I inspired her. She just started her business. She's 6 months in. She's a designer, like she designs her own clothes and stuff like that. And I feel like, she may be shy to do it, but this would definitely, push her and give her that motivation to keep going. That's one person I could think of on the top of my mind. Like now I'm just going with what I think first is what I should say. So that's what I'm going with. No?
Yes. I believe that the first mind is the right mind. My mom says my mom says your first mind is God talking to you. So yeah, I think you're on the right track. Tell me her name again.
Thank you. I need that. Her name is Vina. Well, that's her name for sure. So yeah, Venaa.
Okay.
So after we get off this, I'll give you her Instagram where you could contact her on.
That is perfect. Who is your target audience and your self-proclaimed niche, talents, and or gifts?
They say you should have a particular group, but I'm sticking with everybody. I feel like I could bring something to everybody. And I've been shown that, like, throughout my brand, I've touched teachers, students, security guards, elderly, so I'm not putting no limit on it. I want to touch from babies to elders. Whether it's just me saying a word to them or my product, because it's more than just the money. It's just the love and support that I appreciate. So
yeah,
I want to say everyone, if that's cool.
That's do your thing, Woody. What are your talents and gifts?
My talents and gifts. I'm just starting to realize my talents and gifts, and it's still some things I want to see what are they. But what I know is that I'm a great motivational speaker, and someone told me that I'm not even a motivational speaker. Like I'm preaching to my people. So I'm telling them what God is telling me to tell them. So I feel like my gift is uplifting my people, being a great listener. I could make you laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just unique in my own way, so I'm still figuring it out, because in the beginning I always wondered what my gift was, because we just think about singing, dancing, the regulars, but once my business came to light, I was like, because I always knew I was a hustler. I've always worked. I started working since I was 13 years old. So it's always been in me to, go after what I want. But when I have my own brand, I'm like, okay, this really showed me that I'm good with people. And then as I continue each and every day, like with my interactions with people, it's just like, all right, you're a good people's person. You could talk to people, like they're gonna listen, they're gonna take something from what you said. Like I know that somebody's gonna remember me when they come in contact with me. So
yeah.
Check this out. Yo, them beats is poppin'. Check this out. rap artist. Yeah, he's fat.
And now I lay me down with some niggas inside. If they ain't paying, I ain't staying. If they ain't spending, I ain't.
From MIDT Records, B&B Productions. Pick it up to local neighborhood stores. Sound.
Welcome back, and we're back. And so we were having some technical difficulties, but we back on it. All good.
We back.
That's right. So, Tanayah, what did the younger you envision, see, think, or was told to make you impact people the way you do?
I feel like seeing growing up and seeing, like, you know, people fighting or just people like not seeing a value to their lives. Like this brought me back. Like when I was in junior high, I was a mediator. So it was always in me to like try to, you know, resolve stuff for people, you know, or have them see a better look at like what they could do with themselves. And I just always saw what I didn't want to be like. And I know that in order for me to not follow or go down anyone else's path, I have to stay true to myself. And if I'm doing good, why would I not want to help my people to do good? You feel me? Like, I don't want to just be the only one in a group that's successful. That means I'm really not successful because I'm around people that's not on my level. So, and yeah, and also, like, I'm not perfect, and I just feel like each and every day is just a day given to us to just be better than what we was yesterday. So that's where I'm at now, like just being better than who I was yesterday, or just growing more, you know?
That's awesome.
So, and I think what really made me who I am is me being the oldest. You know, being the oldest, all pressure is put on you. I'm the oldest of 4. I'm 20, then I have a 17-year-old, then a 12, and then a 9-year-old, you know?
Yeah.
And it just always been in me to lead by example. And I gotta practice what I preach. And that's what I'm learning each and every day. Like, and that's why I tell God to work on me so I could help him work on everybody. You know, it starts with me first. So
Right.
I know, like, I've grown from who I was before, but I know that I'm gonna continue to grow better and better. It's only the beginning for me.
Of course. You're so young.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning.
Yes.
Yes, and you keep your head on like you got it now, you'll go
Yeah.
far. You'll go
Yeah.
far. You know.
Right. And it's all about what you tell yourself in your mind too. Like the mind is really powerful. That's what I know. And that's also why I chose to stick with the name Vicious Minds. And I spelt it differently, like with a Y, you know, because I don't want it to come off as some harmful, like, you know, negative thing. I want people to know that the mind is powerful, and you know, like how dogs could be vicious. You attack the thoughts that comes into your mind. You know, you do things with those thoughts. It's either the thoughts that aren't good, you get rid of them, or if you come up with a great idea, you put that to work. You know, because it all starts with the mind. So I just keep telling myself that I am great and I will be somebody and I am somebody. And that, like you said, keep my head high and, to stay positive and just learn from things that I go through too, you know? Take everything as a
Gotcha.
lesson. Yeah. And a blessing.
Yes, ma'am. That's what that is.
Yeah. I
Because
have a question for you too after you're done, if I can ask.
sure, you gonna remember it.
Yeah.
All right, write it down now. What is your favorite book, song, and quote, and why? I'm gonna write it down.
Hmm. My favorite book, it was back then, it was The Child Called It, because I felt bad for the young boy who was going through tough times, but he overcame them. But now I'm tapping back into reading again. And I could say the last book that I read, like, motivate and pushed me even more, which is How to Hustle and Win. And with those two books, because it's a part one and part two, is way deeper than the title. Like, it's teaching us about our history that wasn't taught in school. It's teaching us how to be a better you, like how you could do something with yourself and just about just like teaching yourself, that's also where I'm at right now. Like I just want to continue to gain more knowledge. Like every day is a new day to learn something new, and if you're not learning nothing new, then you just wasting time.
Real
So
talk.
I finished those two books. So right now I'm in Nipsey Hussle book, and actually that goes to the song, like, and I really like use Nipsey Hussle as motivation as well, because he was a great role model. So I'll say his song Dedication, like, it's really all about dedication, hard work plus patience. Like, you got to be dedicated to whatever it is that you want to pursue if you wanted to see it blossom, and nothing's ever gonna be handed to you. You know,
Right.
um, Yeah, like nothing will ever be handed to you. You have to stay on that grind. You have to have patience. You have to be a hard worker. And you most importantly, you have to keep that faith. You have to, think it and manifest it. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will believe in you. That's why I wear my
Fact.
brand every day, you know?
Yes.
Word. Because if I don't believe in myself, how do I expect anybody to believe in me? So
Exactly.
that's what I'll go, you know.
What's your favorite song?
My favorite you said song?
Yes.
Oh
And
yeah, so
if you're really like a music lover, then give me your top three
I'll
songs.
I could give you one off my head, which is Dedication by Nipsey Hussle, but like music wise, I love music. I'm like but I'm like the 90s era type, that's
I
where
love
I'll
the
be.
90s music.
Yeah, yeah.
The 90s music jam. That's what I grew up on.
Yes. You'll be like, girl, you wasn't even born. But I'll know every lyric, every verse.
I know that's right.
Yeah, so I could give you the genre, but off the top of my head, off a favorite song right now, I could just tell you like Dedication. That's what I listen to when I'm in the gym. When I go to the gym, I play Grinding on My Life or Dedication. I just like, I like that fun music, but I like that music that make you want to be like, oh nah, I gotta stay on my grind, or I gotta do more of this. I like music that push me. You feel me? Like I like
I
to look
do.
at people and be like, yeah, I could be on that level. That's what I like. And honestly, like during like I'm actually you know, connecting spiritually right now. So I haven't even been really like listening to my own music on my own. I just listening to my gospel songs right now. And what just came to mind, one of the songs that I'm touched by is I Never Would Have Made It. Um um we celebrate the Lord because we celebrate him every day. And I'm saying so long bye bye to all my past, all my troubles and stuff like that. Like, you know, that's what I
Yeah.
could say. If you want top three with the gospels, I got you with that right now. Cause that's what I've been tapping into these past days. So
Our God never could have made it. What was the other two?
um it's so long bye bye. And then the last one was we celebrate the Lord. And of course, do you want a revolution? You want to be, you know, I just, we all have it inside us to be whoever it is we want to be. Oh, that just made me think like another song that I love. So I gave you Grinding on My Life. I gave you um Dedication. And another one I just came to mind is I Know I Can
Thank.
by I
I'm
huh?
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I Can by Nas. I love that song so much. Cause it's like, you know, we could be whoever we want to be if we work hard at it, you know?
That's
We could
right.
get wherever we want to be. So
You said what was it called? Grinding.
grinding on my life.
Who's that by?
That's by Nipsey Hussle too. And I want to say that I've always used to say like the sky's the limit, but until I realized that there's really no limit, not even to the sky. Like we go farther than that. There's footprints on the moon. So
What's your favorite quote?
my favorite quote. Hmm. I think it would be something like that. Like that's what sticks to me. So it would be like, you know, the sky's the limit, but I would scratch that and say there's no limit because there's footprints on the moon. So that's when I came to mind. I'm having a little brain fart to with other quotes I really like.
You're fine. Name two things you want to tell the world.
Two things I want to tell the world is to never stop being you and go after and that means go after whatever it is that your heart desires, you know? Don't be afraid because there's a higher power with you through it all. Just keep grinding, stay focused, um, and just be you. Like unapologetically you, you know? That's what I could say. Live your life to the fullest. Live your life like it's golden. Um, that's also what I do. I think that's a gift. Like if I think of something, sometimes a song lyric or something will come to mind and I'll sing that song with it, you know? I don't know what that is. That's just something that's me. Like I could think of something and just be like, oh, this song and start singing that lyric. But
I'm like that
yeah,
too.
I just tell my people to just don't give up. You know, don't if you're in a tough situation right now, don't dwell on it. Because what I realize is we need these tough times. How do we know how to elevate from them if we don't go through them? If we just used to greatness, we'll be spoiled. We'll never know what it's like to be down or, fail, if people want to say, or go through just tough times. Like, that's what makes us strong. Not our glories, not our accomplishments. Our tough times is what make us strong. You gotta let it make you, not break you. That's my word for the people.
Real
Whether it's
talk.
whether it's the Rona, whether it's financially, whether it's just distractions around. Don't let nothing stop you. Make that way. Or you just gonna watch people pass you because time waits for nobody. And if you're not hungry for it, there's somebody there that is, and they just gonna walk right past. You just gonna feel it in the end,
For real.
right?
Wise words.
Thank you. I thank you for this call because you just got my mind. This is motivation for me too. You know,
That's awesome.
like I feel like every time we speak, we should feel it too, right? Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay, but I gotta hold on. And welcome back. And so we were talking here to our business spotlight, Tanayah Thomas of VyciousMinds. Are you a saver or a shopper? And what are your financial strategies?
What's the last part? What was the last part?
What are your financial strategies?
Okay. Um. Now I have been a saver, but like even though I don't be shopping, I still be spending. So I'm actually working on right now like how to handle my financials. So I'm thinking of a way to do that. You know, what I think I should be doing is put most of it to the side while having some play money, you know. But I
Yeah,
don't yeah, I don't be shopping like that anymore. I used to be buying sneakers every time they came out, but then I stopped. I grew from that.
that's very nice. I'm sorry. I'm trying to communicate. I I don't know why I book. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know why I booked appointments on this weekend because I'm
You're
supposed to be helping my
busy.
mom moving.
Yeah.
Exactly. This wasn't a really good idea. But it's all good. It's been a good conversation with you. You're
Yes, it
very
definitely
insightful.
has been.
Yeah, you're very insightful and wise and I look forward to seeing big things coming from you. And
Thank
I,
you
I
so
pretty
much.
much you're welcome. And now I pretty much know the answer to this, but I'm asking anyway. Does your key values and life mission speak first to your race and then the world, vice versa, or that is not a thought of yours as you live day to day?
You said, does my key what? Say that one more time.
Okay, let me read it again. Does your key values and life mission speak first to your race and then the world, vice versa, or that is not a thought of yours as you live day to day?
They speak first.
You say
You
what?
heard you got. Oh, I said they come first,
Yeah.
because I know that we are powerful. You know, we really superior. So my values come way first, and then that's that me knowing my value and what I hold is what helps me get through the world. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like like what I'm gonna do and what I feel like we all should do is just, you know, promote and show how great that we are, and we need to come united. Like, we need to unify. That's important, because they want us to be divided. You know, that was part of their plan. And I feel like once you know your values and what your skin holds, that's the step first in this world. Like, that should really like tell you how you should be moving. That's important, you know? The world can be important first. Like, that makes sense, right?
Yes.
You knew that was gonna be my answer?
Yes. Because you've already been talking about uplifting your people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yup.
So I know. I understand that we're important to you.
Yeah, we are. Yup.
When you have something that's super important to you, what do you tell yourself to get pumped?
That honestly, what keeps me pumped is that I can't let I can't let myself down, but I got eyes on me, and I can't let them down. Like, that's one thing that keeps me pumped. You feel me? Like, hearing that a lot of people believe in me and say, I see you doing great things. I see you on TV, or I see you this, I see you that. How dare I fall short and not, fulfill their uh view of me. And that's also for me too, like, cause clearly I'm showing myself first. This is how I feel about me. Yeah, I want to be great. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I'm showing my people that, and now they feel the same way about me. I would feel like a hypocrite if I was to, you know, not obtain that. So what gets me that pumped is the support that I get.
Nice. Name five people that you know that embody instrumental traits children should emulate.
Name. Say that one more time.
Name five people that you think that. Well, man, let me read it. I was trying to memorize it. name Name five people that you know that embody instrumental traits children should emulate.
Name five people. Mm.
Yes. So, name five people that you think will be good, basically good role models for children.
Oh, okay. Mm, five role models. One that just came to me was Nipsey Hussle, like I said, because if you don't know him, like, he started out, in a gang and stuff like that, but he grew from that. He transformed his life. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that's for like teenagers. I'm saying that's a good role model for teenagers, that it don't matter where you grew up at, it don't matter what set you bang with, you could still um, you know, make it out and go back to your community and still have the same respect, you know?
that's right.
It's not all about uh guns and stuff like that. It's really about being there for your people, giving back to them, and showing them love.
That's
Another
right.
great role, another great role model is Master P. Master P shows that like you have to believe in yourself first. Like I'm really realizing that whatever show, movie him or his son was in, they always read Percy Miller's gear. Like you have to really promote yourself. You have to shove your product or whatever it is that you believe in people's faces. Like the respectfully way though. Like just believe in yourself.
Right.
Never take no for an answer. You know. So I feel
That's
like
true.
he shows us that, and who um mm, I don't know. That's only two people that sit with me. I can't name five right now because those are
Okay.
the two that I could say that motivates us, shows us, and gives back. It's one thing to say all this good stuff and not care. You get what I'm saying? So
That's
I could sit
true.
here and name like mad people, like and they don't care about us. All they say is, "Get up, do this, do that," but not really, giving us the tools and trying to really, lead and guide. You know. So
Yes.
so I could give you those two right now. Honestly, even just in my life, like I can't really even name like five relatives that motivate me. Like I could say like two, three, I just see things that I don't want to be like. That's also motivation, I guess. And and then I see people really like, doing something. So, but the ones that really sit with me as a motivation is really Nipsey Hussle. Like that's like celebrity wise, Nipsey Hussle and Master P. They're authentic, like, you know. And actually Master P motivated Nipsey Hussle. So that's how it has to be.
Yes.
So I'm gonna leave
Name
it at
five.
that.
Oh, that'll work. Thank you.
No problem.
Name name five people that you know that are powerhouses in their industry.
That are what?
Powerhouses. So they really
Power.
like they kicking ass and taking names, and like Master P. And
Yeah, he's
that's
killing
for
it.
example. He's a master. He's a powerhouse in his industry.
Right. I could say Master P. I could say Tiana Taylor, you know. Um I could say mm, Fabulous. Um mm, T.I. and mm, an upcoming artist. I wanna say something's telling me to go with like Little Baby. Cause I feel like he's staying consistent. you know. Um, and I like that he also sent the message to when the Black Lives Matter thing was going on. It's still, I'm not even saying when it was going on because that's still something that we live every day. But when the whole shooting happened, when that was going on, um, I like that, he took the time out to make a song about that because what I feel like celebrities, they need to use their voice because this is what we listen to. And I mean like everybody, especially teenagers and younger children, like, and it shouldn't just always be about the money, the females, the guns, the partying, drinking, stuff like that. Like, we need to hear some real stuff.
That's right. Like we had real music back in the 70s and the 60s.
Yeah.
I can't see your whole face.
Oh, sorry.
There we
Yes.
go. There we go. Okay. I'm thinking about it in the future when I put this on YouTube. They're gonna be like, "Hey, we just see half her face." Lastly, what's your website and your business name?
Okay, my website's still in the making, like as we speak right now. So you guys could check me out on Instagram until, and that's at Vicious Minds, and that's VyciousMinds. And if you wanna check out my personal account, it will be on Facebook, which I still, promote my business and also upload my videos to my people, which is at Tanayah Thomas, which is Tanayah Thomas. You could check me out on both of those pages, and I'd love to be connected with you guys and uplift, you know, and spread that positivity and that love.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
definitely a
Ma'am.
blessing being on here. Definitely made me think, and I appreciate you for that. You know,
You're so welcome. I'm grateful for you. We
yes, I'm
connected.
grateful for you too.
We connected from Industry Connect.
Yes, from Clubhouse. Shout out to Clubhouse. It's a great
Yeah,
networking tool to promote yourself. You know,
that's
we're
right.
gonna we're gonna we're gonna have a recap of this in a couple years. We got to do a
For real.
recap.
I love that.
Yes,
See where Vicious Minds and Tanaya is in 2 years. I
yeah,
love that. I love that.
yes,
I'll be still doing it.
yes.
I'll be still
Also,
podcasting.
yeah. Also, said I had one question, but I have two.
Do you want to put it? Wait a minute. Before you ask it, do you want to
Okay.
put it on the recording, or do you want to ask it after I stop the recording? Because this is going to go on the air.
No, this could go on recording.
Okay, go ahead.
The one question is what gave you the motive, like what motivated you to create a podcast and want to give entrepreneurs and just people a platform to build themselves.
So I had an insurance business back in the day, and I was brainstorming with a friend, and she suggested that I go on YouTube and podcast and show myself as the expert in insurance. And I never did it because I couldn't figure out how, that was going to work out. So I never did it. So anyway, fast forward some years later, this is all happens in St. Louis, Missouri. And I go to this place where there's a co-working space where entrepreneurs and business owners can go into the building. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but you go into the business, the co-working space, and you have basically everything that you need, as a business owner: coffee machines, Wi-Fi, fax machines, meeting
Yeah.
rooms. And so anyway, I checked them out for a week for free. They was offering that. And so one night they had every night they had like a class for resources for business owners. So one night, and they had a podcasting studio in their business. And so I went to their podcasting class. This place called Next Course. And I went to their class, and they asked, the first thing, they asked us was, what was the name of your podcast and what is it about? Well, tonight I didn't have no podcast. I didn't have a podcast, and wasn't even thinking about having a podcast, so I had no answer for that. So right then and there, I made up News You Can Use podcast, and I said that I would be bringing positive news from the diaspora to the diaspora, because we're really Africans, Blacks. We are doing some awesome things in the world, but the main media isn't talking about it. And but that doesn't mean that it's not happening. We're doing some awesome things out in the world.
Right.
And so I wanted to be able to talk about it, and share it. And I started out with just talking by myself. I wasn't doing interviews. I was just going on my Facebook and my Instagram pages and taking the people's events. I was announcing people's events on the podcast. And then I just decided that I was going to just start talking to people. I have, since I'm a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur, I was connected to a lot of other entrepreneurs and business owners. And so I wanted them to tell their stories and promote their businesses on my podcast. And so once I got started, I started doing live podcasts, live recording, going right to the person and recording with them, sitting next to me. And then we would probably be on Facebook Live or something like that. But when I moved to Texas, I started doing all of my interviews through Zoom. And so that's what we have now. And so I'm progressing. I have the podcast on streaming everywhere. And now this year, the podcast is going to move to YouTube as well. So that's going to happen sometime this year.
That's right.
That's my
God
story.
bless. Yes. I love that. The news you could use. That's what it's about, being unique in your own way. I like that. And giving, uplifting your people too, like giving them the chance to speak. That's a blessing for you. I appreciate that. I know other people that's been on here appreciate it as well.
They do. And what's so exciting is that it's not just people in the United States tuning in.
It's all over. Right.
It's like everywhere, like places I've never heard of,
That's amazing.
Bahrain. It is like it amazes me.
It's gonna blow your mind, right? Yeah.
It does.
That's why you can never stop believing in yourself. Never think that you can do something. And maybe
that's right.
Like, this is what I've been learning. Like, sometimes, when we first learning how to do something, it's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I don't know how to do that, blah, blah, blah. But if we keep practicing and practicing and practicing, soon we're gonna know how to do it. It's gonna be second nature. It's gonna be easy.
That's right.
That's why you just gotta keep practicing and tapping in.
That's true. And let me tap in. My last segment is mining for diamonds. And so I want you to drop 2 more gems, because you've been dropping gems the whole time, but drop 2 more gems for aspiring business owners or entrepreneurs that are already in place.
Okay, what I say is stay consistent, because even if you feel like people aren't watching you, they are. So once you start something, don't stop. Like if you started, you gotta start to finish. You know? So stay consistent, stay persistent, and just know that whatever it is that you have in your mind, you could bring that to life. It all starts with you and believing in you first. And another thing I want to say is organize, stay organized, you know, because with business, it could get hectic sometimes. And that's from a business owner to a business owner. We have to stay organized and stay on top of our game because we can't walk around saying we are CEO, we are boss, and don't know what's going on within our whole operation or, business or whatever it is that we're doing. So just remain hardworking, stay dedicated, stay consistent, keep your faith. If you have any questions or doubts, the only person you need to talk to is God, whether you guys believe it or not. And just most importantly, believe in yourself. If you could think it, you could bring it to life. And just be patient. Yes, I want to say be patient. I'm learning that too, how to just be patient. If you could wait, you could win. And we got that from the Industry Connect. If you could wait, you could win. Just even if you don't see it right now, you never know where you could be at in a day or a month or even a year. Just keep tapping in with yourself. Find out what it is that you want to do and do something that makes you happy. Don't do it for the dollar. Do it because it makes you happy. And then it won't feel like a job, And being a
Right.
boss, we say that we work for ourselves, we work for our people, because without them, it would just be a hobby. And I just learned that yesterday in a book, you know.
Real talk.
So yeah. We work for our people. Just have great hospitality, because like I'm talking about for our skin color, like being an entrepreneur and a boss and being Black and African, having that melanin skin, it sometimes people will take you as a joke, or they won't take you so serious because they think that like your business isn't serious. So you have to be firm. You have to, be responsible and respectable, like, and humble as well. Don't think that you're this big top shot and stuff like that. Believe in yourself, but humble yourself, and just spread the love with the people. Think about the people first. Like, treat people how you want to be treated. That's what I'm learning, like, because we go into stores and want things done how we want them done. So running a business, we got to do the same thing. We got to give them what they want and make them happy.
That's true.
That's what I got to say to the people.
Thank you so much, Tanayah.
No
It's been a
problem.
joy. It's been a
Yes.
super joy to talk to you.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm so grateful, girl. If I knew this, because you know the stuff that I know now. If I would have known that stuff at 20, man, I would have really kicked butt. But really, I did know it. My mom told me the stuff. I just didn't
Yeah, that's what it's about.
listen.
It's one thing to hear, but we gotta really listen. That's what
That's
it
for
is.
true.
And I'm still learning.
Yeah,
And I
all
gotta
are.
apply that pressure. Oh,
We all
my
are.
last question. Yes, my last question though. What do you think when you hear Vicious Minds? Like, what comes to your mind?
Tough, toughness, uh, strength, you know, a vicious mind, that means that mind is going, be a go getter.
Oh, thank you. All right, thank you. I needed to hear that. I couldn't let
I'm
this call
proud of
end.
you.
Thank you. I'm
I'm
proud
proud
of
of
you
you.
too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Two words. News you can use. Woo!
That's right.
That's right. We're going to make things happen. We're going to go all the way up. You know,
Already.
This is definitely a blessing. Thank you again.
You're so welcome. So grateful that you accepted my invitation.
Yes.
And we out of here.
We out of here. Peace. Hey.
We got to thank Network Nick for leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts. She says, very knowledgeable, relatable, and authentic. The world needs more like her. A true change agent that the world needs. Thank you, Network Nick, from the Industry Connect room of Clubhouse app. We thank you for leaving us a review, and we appreciate everyone who leaves reviews on Apple Podcasts. It helps us to get discovered by more people like yourselves. And you can also leave us a voice message telling us what suggestions you might have for topics or people you might want to suggest to interview, or just give us some feedback. Leave us a message on Anchor app and we'll play it on the next episode. Thank you, Independent Thought Podcast, for leaving your review. It says, news that doesn't sing the blues. Wasn't sure what to expect when I clicked on the episode, but I ended up loving it. I love her vibe and the way she breaks everything down. Definitely take the time to check this out. Thank you so much, Independent Thought Podcast, and go ahead and find Independent Thought Podcast and check them out. Thank you so much for the 5-star rating and the review on Apple Podcasts. Your podcast reviews help us to be discovered by more like-minded people like yourselves. So it's really helpful if you leave one. Please leave a review today. Thank you. Thank you so much to all of our financial supporters of A News You Can Use podcast. I ask that you consider buying me a coffee or becoming a patron of A News You Can Use podcast. What your support does is it helps me to continue to produce and publish episodes, and it's helping me to level up, to buy equipment for the podcast, like microphones and different software that is needed to edit the podcast and make it sound better for you. So I appreciate it if you please buy me a coffee or become a patron, or you can donate directly through the Anchor FM app. And if you give $9.99 per month, I'll receive a higher percentage of your donation. I really appreciate you. Thank you. The links are in the show notes. Peace and blessings.
Free your mind while it's time. What's up with that? I got one thing on my mind. Revolution. Yo, that's Pharaoh Jerome. Please make me die 1,000 deaths in a day, and then I won't jump in the front while you put it down for the good time. Put it down for the good time. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. Shalom, shalom. Hotel. Yeah, MIDT Records. B&B Productions. Rhythmic Sound. Love to rap. Yo, check it out. And all your local neighborhood stores.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of A News You Can Use podcast, where we promote melanated business owners across the diaspora, promoting positivity across the diaspora whilst changing our narrative, giving Black business owners and African business owners a platform to talk their shit. Subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts. Review the podcast and rate the podcast on Apple Podcasts. It helps us a lot because it helps more people discover us, and it helps us to get more sponsors to continue to produce more episodes and elevate the podcast. Follow us on Spotify. That way, when you follow and subscribe, you'll be notified of the next episode when it's released. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at BE and Us LLC. B and Us LLC. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Comment on the posts, your feedback, comments, or questions in regards to any of the episodes you've listened to. Leave us a voice message on the Anchor app. It's a free app you can download, and you can leave us a voice message, which I may play on the next episode. You can give us any suggestions, any suggested guests, feedback. I just want to hear from you. So leave us a message on Anchor app. Super excited about all of the new products and lines that I've designed through B&Us LLC. So I've been painting and putting the paintings on merchandise. So you can purchase the original art. You can purchase shower curtain sets, prints, framed prints, stickers, t-shirts, hoodies, fanny packs, all that you can purchase in either the B&Us LLC threadless artist shop or the Teespring store. You can just click B&Us LLC in the show notes, and that will take you to the link tree that will display all of the links where you can purchase items by B&Us LLC and by Roblin's Customs, by the Buy Black campaign. We're still selling the 100th year commemoration of Black Wall Street's, Tulsa's Black Wall Street and the Tulsa Massacre, where we got red, black, and green hoodies commemorating that event in life. I have great news. I have dropped a new album. So what? Wicked. I dropped a new album. I made some tracks and with my iPhone, and they are available for purchase on Apple Music and Amazon Music, and you can stream it on Spotify. Follow my artist page on Spotify. And the album's called Supernova Universe. So it's all instrumental tracks, dope beats, dope fresh beats. I believe that you'll enjoy them. And share on your social media. Tag me When you've purchased a song or the album, it's only $7 for the album and or 99 cents for each track. So I'd love to hear your feedback on the album as well on Instagram or Facebook, the BNS LLC pages. Tap in with us in regards to the Omnia radiation balancer, where it harmonizes the radiation and energies flowing from your electronic devices. It balances the energy to your body. Awesome product. If you use code B, capital B, you get 10% off. There's more information in the show notes. Musicians, send us your music to anewsyoucanusepodcast@gmail.com. That's anewsyoucanusepodcast@gmail.com. Thank you.
Pharaoh Jarumba, revolution is your solution.
Revolution is your solution. Your solution is revolution. And niggas are all scared of revolution. What is revolution? Revolution is real. Revolution is bloody. Revolution is shedding a few tears, crying apple tears. Revolution is your solution. Your solution is revolution. And niggas are all scared of revolution. What is revolution? Revolution is bloody. Revolution is a few tears. Revolution is 360 degrees. Revolution is change your mind while it's time. Free your mind. I am the Asiatic black man. The original man, the Asiatic black man. Just making the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, the God of the universe, and the father of all civilization. True black nation for our people. For no nation can rise higher than its queen. It always will be the giver of life. For we have come forth through her womb, and from her womb we have come forth. And into her womb we must return, because the womb represents the universe. For Allah says, I create myself in the womb of triple darkness. For Allah created He Himself from the womb of triple darkness. And the womb represents that black woman, that black hole, that black secret of the universe. For no nation shall rise higher than its queen. And all prophets come from the womb of that blackness, called the goddess, called Aset, called the queen, mother of the universe, mother of all civilization. For all nations sprang from your womb, the black goddess, the black queen. Revolution is your solution. Your solution is revolution. And niggas and niggas are all scared of revolution. Nat Turner, the black revolutionary messiah. You devils, you crackers can't get no higher. Revolution is the solution. The solution is revolution. And niggas are all scared of revolution. Nat Turner. Yes, of course, they missed him upon the sycamore tree. Trying, dying to be free. Nat Turner, the black revolutionary messiah. The black revolutionary messiah. And you devils can't get no higher. Revolution is your solution. Your solution is revolution. And niggas, and Negroes are all scared of revolution. What is a Negro? Negro comes from necrology, where they put a hook on a C and they made it into a G, and they call it necrology. For a Negro or necrology represents a dead people or a dead race. People lost in bondage, kidnapped, held hostage in Acts chapter 7, verse 6 and 7. Or maybe Acts chapter 10, verse 39, where black people were hanged on trees like Jesus. Oh no, better yet, like Revelation, first chapter, verse 14 and 15 says, Jesus had nothing, had just like me, trying to be free. Revolution is your solution. Your solution is revolution. Niggas is your solution. Revolution is your solution. Revolution is your solution. Niggas are all scared of revolution. When I'm a nigga or Negro, I'm a black nigga. And you are a black nigga. You are a black queen. You are all together. You are a black goddess. And I am a black god. The black and from the womb I must return. You are the solution, and the solution is revolution. Before you speak of revolution, understand